Here are 26 secrets you probably didn't know about Frasier Season 6. The Seinfeld slot takeover.
Well, they want me to come up with an idea. I mean, I don't have any ideas.
Come on, how hard is that? Look at all the junk that's on TV.
When Seinfeld signed off in May 1998 after opting out of a 10th season, the most valuable half hour on American television was suddenly vacant. 9 p.m. Thursday on NBC's must-see TV. Friends was already locked in at 8. ER was the drama at 10. The middle slot, between them, had been Seinfeld's for years.
I don't want to mix in everything. My guys don't know your guys.
NBC handed it to Frasier.
Before we begin, I'd like to say how honored I am to be taking over this spot.
For seasons 2 through 5, the show had been on Tuesdays. Now it came back to Thursdays for the first time since season 1, into the primest of all primetime slots.
Obviously, I have some rather big shoes to fill. My predecessor here was much beloved.
The season 6 premiere, Good Grief, capitalized to the tune of 28.3 million viewers, the highest-rated episode of the entire season.
But I have never been one to shrink from a challenge.
For a spin-off that started in the shadow of Cheers, taking over Seinfeld's slot felt like Frasier officially shedding the spin-off label.
And I'm sure that we'll all enjoy many happy years here together in my new home.
The 5 stages of grief. Most sitcom premieres pick up the cliffhanger, throw a few jokes at it, and reset. The beginning of season 6 takes a far bolder approach, following a freshly unemployed Frasier through the stages of grief, with each stage getting its own title card.
Morning, Frasier.
Oh, good morning, Dad.
Denial is the TV audition, where Frasier still thinks he's a star, and the distraction of writing an operetta.
Well, that's what I get for living in a big city. If it's not the horns waking you up, it's someone writing an operetta about the Brownings.
Anger is the piñata at the picnic for unemployed KACL staff. Bargaining is the online fan club rally.
Come in. I'm Dr. Frasier Crane.
Wow. Hi. Doris Buckley.
Depression is the compulsive eating and lounging around at home.
86 to Spring Rolls, bring me the freaking turkey!
Acceptance is Niles, brutally honest, telling his brother he's not famous anymore.
You're not famous anymore.
And then the brilliant final beat, the denial card returns. This time for Niles.
I think this divorce is going to go very smoothly.
The fat suit. By the time Frasier hits the 4th stage, he stopped going outside and started eating his pain away.
Oh, all right, enough. Turn it off. Well, I guess maybe you're right. I am depressed.
Kelsey Grammer's formidable love handles here come courtesy of a fat suit, worn under the shirt to sell the depression eating.
Frasier, we were wondering, do you think you might be depressed?
Depressed?
We've spent 5 seasons watching this man hold himself together while keeping others from falling apart, all while wearing perfectly tailored clothing. So to see the good doctor fall apart a little, both mentally and physically, is a great touch.
No career, no relationship, no hope.
You can say the same thing about me.
I was talking about you.
The real beach house incident.
At least in death, you've achieved a kind of tragic dignity.
We can wrap it in this.
The seal who came to dinner is a clear season 6 highlight.
Extremely large dead seal right by this dinghy. Oh, dear. God.
The episode gives us one of Frasier's most memorable physical comedy sequences, as the Crane brothers desperately try to dispose of a rotting seal carcass before it ruins Niles' high-stakes gourmet club dinner party.
Yes, I have to get ready. Frasier, please, I beg you.
The episode's pungent central premise was reportedly inspired by a real incident involving producer Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, wait, I was mistaken. It's not dead after all. It's sitting up. It looks very disoriented. Come quickly.
While renting a beach house, a massive, half-rotted 200-pound seal washed up on Lloyd's shore. After a wine-fortified lunch, Lloyd and a friend loaded the carcass onto a kayak, paddled it out to sea, and dumped it, only for the ocean tide to wash it right back up to the exact same spot.
I found this washed up on the beach.
Oh, well, there, if that doesn't prove my innocence, I don't know what does.
Edward Hibbert's Fantasy Island departure. There is a small line in Season 6 that only makes sense if you were following Gil Chesterton's real-life career moves.
A vote for me. I just got the Talk 100 job. Oh, well, good for you, Gil.
At the picnic for the unemployed KACL crew, Gil announces that he has landed something. The on-screen joke is that everyone except Frasier is finding work.
Oh, by the way, I picked something up for you on my way to work today. Work? Yeah, they took me back on my old job.
But off-screen, Edward Hibbert was actually leaving the show for ABC's Fantasy Island revival, where he played Harry the concierge.
Welcome to Fantasy Island. I am your host, Mr. Rock. This is Harry, the hotel concierge.
The Fantasy Island reboot debuted 2 days after Good Grief aired. So when Gil drops his line, the writers are basically clearing Hibbert for takeoff. Ally McBeal dethrones Frasier. For 5 years straight, Frasier had owned the Outstanding Comedy Series category at the Emmys. No show in television history had ever done that before, and with the show going from strength to strength, a sixth was in sight. Then came the 1999 Emmys.
And the Emmy goes to Ally McBeal.
Ally McBeal. David E. Kelley's Fox dramedy was the first hour-long comedy to ever win the category, and it was the first Fox show to claim the award. Frasier's reign was officially over.
And the winners are Wendy Yashiro and Mike Sanchez.
What?
It would never win Outstanding Comedy Series again.
And the Emmy goes to my sweet friend Kelsey Grammer.
Still, the streak still stands as the longest in history, later matched, but not beaten by Modern Family. Frasier's increasing budget.
You just say the word, and I'll tell the station you have some coughing up to do. And so do they.
By Season 6, Frasier was one of the most valuable sitcoms on American television. The show was pulling in around 24 million viewers during the 1998-99 season, and the economics were beginning to reflect its elevated status. Expensive cast, elite writers, and a library that was already worth a fortune in syndication. While exact Season 6 production costs are hard to verify, later reporting shows NBC's license fees for Frasier climbing beyond $4 million per episode, and by the 2001 renewal, NBC was paying Paramount roughly $5.2 million per episode to keep the show.
Hey, Frasier, how was your trip to the accountant?
Fine. Why are all these lights on?
In other words, Season 6 sits at the moment when Frasier was still creatively sharp, commercially huge, but becoming increasingly expensive to keep on the air.
Please, take this.
I don't need it. I drive a BMW. I collect African art.
You always were a proud one.
David Hyde Pierce's Big Night at the Emmys. The night Frasier lost its crown, one of its stars was running the show. David Hyde Pierce hosted the 51st Primetime Emmys alongside Jenna Elfman. The two of them opened the ceremony in matching powder blue unitards, doing what Variety called an interpretive dance of various show titles.
It's not a show.
Everybody loves Raymond.
No!
Friends.
Variety also called it, with admirable restraint, thankfully brief. David Hyde Pierce also won the Outstanding Supporting Actor Award that night, his third for the role. Pierce submitted 2 episodes for consideration, Three Valentines and Merry Christmas, Mrs. Moskowitz. A clever pairing, with one almost entirely physical and silent, and the other a vintage Frasier farce.
Oh, Niles, we just missed Duke's daughter.
I saw. Is it possible that's the same little girl we used to refer to as the ugly Dukeling?
The Dr. Nora double nom. In season 6, KACL hired a guest psychiatrist for a 1-week trial, delivering one of the season's most loved episodes in the process.
They don't change. Cut this woman out of your life.
I don't believe this!
The legendary Christine Baranski played Dr. Nora Fairchild, a thinly veiled parody of radio host Dr. Laura Schlesinger. Piper Laurie played her overbearing mother.
Mrs. Mulhern.
You little whore! Mother!
Both actresses were Emmy winners going in, Baranski for Sybil, Laurie for Promise. And both earned nominations for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series for this single episode.
Denise, when you have a tumor, what do? Do you sit it down and say, hey, tumor, let's get along, okay? No, you take a knife and you cut it out.
1 episode, 1 award, 2 nominations. Yet another sign of Frasier's pull for Hollywood's very best in its middle season. Woody Harrelson's return. Frasier didn't lean too heavily on Cheers nostalgia. The big reunions are spaced years apart. Sam, Diane, Lilith, Norm, and Cliff all come back, but never all at once. In season 6, it was Woody's turn.
Woody?
Hey, Dr. Gray!
Good to see you.
In The Show Where Woody Shows Up, Woody Harrelson reprised his role from the Boston days. The episode is about 2 old friends realizing they have nothing in common anymore, and trying very hard not to admit it.
You know, I had a great time that first night, but after that, I don't know, you were still having a good time, but it was less and less fun for me.
It earned Harrelson an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series.
Woody! Woody!
The final line of the episode is Woody, raising a glass to Frasier and saying just one word. Cheers. A perfect bookend to a friendship that started in Boston in 1985.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bulldog's last season as main cast. Dan Butler had been promoted to the opening credits in season 4, and by season 6, he was getting some of his best material yet. But season 6 was his 3rd and last season as a regular. In the 2-part finale, Shutout in Seattle, Bulldog gets fired from KACL.
Can't believe it. They just fired me.
He would continue to guest star throughout the rest of the series. Roz would continue to regret hooking up with him.
God, oh God, oh God!
Gee, where have I heard that before?
The Eddie Award, not the dog. David Hyde Pierce's Silent Iron sequence is the most famous thing about Three Valentines. But the episode picked up a second piece of hardware that almost nobody talks about.
All right, stop.
In 1999, Three Valentines won the Eddie, the American Cinema Editors Award for Best Edited Half-Hour Series for Television. It's the kind of trophy that almost never goes to a sitcom, because honestly, if you notice a sitcom's editing, someone's probably screwed up.
How do you know if you're on a date?
Are you alone?
Yes.
Then you're not on a date.
Frasier was usually a gloriously simple affair. 4 cameras, talented performers delivering wonderful writing, and the live audience laughing their heads off. But here we get a short, silent film, stitched together from long takes, music cues, and physical comedy, all entirely dependent on impeccable timing, both on the soundstage and in the edit suite. The Dr. Nora Celebrity Caller Stack. If you ever wanted to see Frasier in full showing-off mode, cue up Season 6, Episode 20.
All right, Niles, I take it as a tribute. Obviously, the station is so pleased with my show that they're looking for more of the same. Oh. They could hardly ask me to do another 3 hours. Imagine how exhausting that would be.
The caller bench in Dr. Nora is one of the most stacked in the entire run. Jenny from Tacoma is voiced by Gillian Anderson at the height of X-Files mania.
I'm not a whore. I'm a flight attendant.
Oh, you think there's no overlap?
Tom, calling about an annoying coworker, is the cellist Yo-Yo Ma.
Coworker who's really driving me up the wall. What can I do about it?
Not a thing, Tom. Not one damn thing.
Denise, talking through her overbearing mother, is the singer Bonnie Raitt, fresh off a fistful of Grammys.
Nothing I ever do is good enough for her. I baked a cake for her birthday, and she said it tasted like sawdust. I know she's my mother, but sometimes I just want to shut her out of my life.
And Jill, whose husband is gay, is Pia Zadora.
You think you have the right to get divorced just because you're tired of your husband?
But he's gay.
The Frasier team had a slick routine for celebrity callers. Actress Arlene Sorkin would read the lines on tape night, so Kelsey Grammer had someone to react to, and the celebrity voice would be layered in later. And if you'd watch a full deep dive on Frasier's greatest celebrity callers, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss it. William H. Macy as Ralph. Season 6, Episode 11, Good Samaritan, snuck another famous name onto the caller line.
Hi, Dr. Crane. This is Ralph, the guy whose tire you changed tonight.
Ralph! Well, what a wonderful surprise.
This is William H. Macy. By 1999, Macy had been Oscar-nominated for Fargo, had stolen scenes in Boogie Nights, and was about to film Magnolia. He was, in other words, at the peak of his powers.
Dr. Crane, I was just wondering, do you wear cufflinks?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I do, but there's no need to buy me a gift.
Another award-winning star that other shows would have killed for, casually hidden as a voice-only cameo.
A gift? You scratched the hell out of my paint job with those things. You owe me money.
Niles's Fall from Grace, the Shangri-La.
Frasier. Niles, you certainly took your sweet time. I've been waiting here 2 hours.
Season 6 completely upended Niles's domestic life. With his legal bills skyrocketing and Maris freezing his assets, How to Bury a Millionaire, Season 6, Episode 7, forced Niles out of the grand 3-story luxury of the Montana and into a bleak, depressing studio complex misleadingly named the Shangri-La.
It's 62 Elm Street, Shangri-La Apartments.
The location became a stark symbol of Niles's newfound rock-bottom status.
A ping-pong tournament in the rumpus room, and my neighbor Jimbo has invited me to be his partner, so let me just go and tell him that I'll be a couple minutes late.
The writers replaced his usual elegance with a fold-down wall bed, an ironing board that doubled as his dinner table, and a tiny hatchback car with no power steering that he bitterly referred to as a buggy derailed from a carnival ride.
All right, I was afraid this would happen. I was petrified someone I knew would see me driving this humiliating car. It looks like some buggy derailed from a carnival ride.
All of which makes Niles's slow, painful path to independence more satisfying. Eva Marie Saint as Roz's mom.
Hi! Oh, sorry, come on in.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
In Our Parents, Ourselves, Roz's mother Joanna walks into Frasier's apartment. She is played by Eva Marie Saint, the actress who won the 1955 Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for On the Waterfront. A genuine old Hollywood legend, the co-star of Hitchcock's North by Northwest. Brando's leading lady walking into Frasier's living room to meet Martin Crane.
I want to hear this.
I thought you were with Joanna.
No, Frasier and Ross set us up last week.
Frasier tries to play matchmaker, but Martin can't stand her. The whole thing falls apart.
Roz, maybe we should leave. What were you thinking?
Oh, Ross, I certainly wasn't thinking that he had a date planned.
From Marlon to Martin, now that's range. The Season 6 dating roster. Frasier was landing some high-profile love interests in Season 6, with plenty of faces that could be seen all over primetime.
Is everything all right there?
Oh, it's just a little quirk of mine. I like to keep things straight.
Marie, in First Do No Harm, is played by Terry Hatcher, at the peak of Lois and Clark, a few years out from Desperate Housewives.
Uncle Martin.
Oh, Marie! Look at you. You remember Frasier?
Bonjour.
Then there's Faye Moskowitz, the love interest that runs from Merry Christmas, Mrs. Moskowitz, through to the finale, is played by Amy Brenneman.
Yes, I want to take our relationship to the next level. I just want to be with you.
Wow. I'm a little surprised.
Brenneman was coming off NYPD Blue and would star in Judging Amy later that same year.
Well, hello. How did you know it was me?
You had that horror-stricken look of someone who's met my mother.
Oh, no.
And Cassandra Stone, the new KACL marketing manager, is Virginia Madsen, a few years away from her own Oscar nomination for Sideways.
Oh, how do you do? I'm...
Three love interests, all played by actresses who were either already stars or about to become them. Saul Rubinek wasn't meant to stick around. The single most important guest star of season 6 was Donnie, the divorce lawyer.
Hey! Oh. How you doing, Donnie Douglas? How are you? Who's
Mr. Douglas, I'm Frasier.
You're Frasier?
This is Niles.
Oh, you're Niles.
Saul Rubinek joined the show in season 6, episode 15, as Donnie Douglas, Niles' new divorce attorney. He was scheduled to appear in a handful of episodes, just long enough to wrap up the Maris storyline.
I've only caught this one so far, but if you'll accept it, I'll spend my life chasing down the rest of them for you.
Rubinek himself has said the gig was meant to be short, but writers noticed the chemistry between the actor and Jane Leaves and decided they couldn't let him leave. Donnie started dating Daphne.
Just think about it.
I don't have to think about it. Yes.
By the finale, they were engaged, and Donnie ended up sticking around for 2 full seasons. Daphne genuinely loved him, which gave the Niles and Daphne payoff a bittersweet extra dimension. And none of it was planned. Where Maris's wealth really came from. The Maris divorce had been going on since season 4. Season 6 closed it, with one of the best lines in the show's history.
I don't believe this. All these years.
The doyen of Seattle's elite.
Donnie's nickname in legal circles is the Piranha. He cracks the Maris case by unearthing the true source of the Crane-style family fortune. They had always claimed timber. Donnie works out it was something else.
Urinal cakes?
It's a hell of a twist. The woman whose every possession had to be the best of its kind inherited a fortune that was built in public restrooms.
Well, why didn't you tell me that's where Maris's money came from?
It's never easy. Maris's money?
Yeah.
The divorce also resolved a piece of show admin Frasier didn't really know how to handle. Keeping the Maris joke going had become an increasingly tricky high-wire act.
You know that Maris loves you, right? But it's still nice to hear it.
I imagine it would be, but let's stick to attainable goals.
Letting Donnie end the marriage off-screen with one great joke was a more elegant solution than ever actually revealing her.
Jeez, was that there the whole time? That's so embarrassing.
The Cheers scissors callback. Everybody who has seen Frasier remembers the silent ironing sequence. What fans tend to miss is how the whole thing is set up. The vignette opens with Niles fetching a pair of scissors from the kitchen. He grabs them, starts to run back to the living room, and then, visibly, remembers that you are not supposed to run with scissors. He slows down to a walk. That is a direct callback to a Cheers episode called Severe Crane Damage from season 8, in which Frasier ran around the bar twice with a pair of scissors to prove that he was, in his words, dangerous and a bad boy.
Would a good boy do this? I am running with scissors.
The Crane Boys run with scissors, and the Crane Boys also remember not to. It's a surgical callback across 2 shows, a decade apart.
Now I'm a pair of ratty old house slippers. At least this afternoon I was an old shoe. You could at least wear me outside, maybe do a little gardening.
Merry Christmas, Mrs. Moskowitz. Kelsey Grammer directed 36 Frasier episodes over the show's run. In season 6, he took 2, and they were the 2 that put David Hyde Pierce on stage at the Shrine Auditorium.
I can still remember reading from the Torah before the rabbi. And,
Three Valentines gets all the attention, but the other Grammer-helmed episode was Merry Christmas, Mrs. Moskowitz, the episode where Frasier has to pretend to be Jewish for his new girlfriend's mother at Christmas.
Get out!
What?
of that coat already.
Niles, meanwhile, has been roped into playing Joseph in a Christmas pageant.
The man who was supposed to do the number from Jesus Christ Superstar, he couldn't go on. He slipped in the shower. Man who can walk on water, but no.
Yes, it's dripping with irony.
David Hyde Pierce's Best Supporting Actor Emmy was a joint Crane Brothers effort, courtesy of Grammer's impeccable direction.
David Hyde Pierce.
David Hyde Pierce has been nominated 5 times.
The All Just a Dream twist. Good Samaritan is the episode where Frasier picks up a hitchhiker in the rain, discovers she is a transvestite prostitute, gets arrested by undercover police, and has to explain it all to his 11-year-old son.
Such nasty weather, may I offer you a ride?
Oh, thank you.
Except none of that actually happens.
Get on, hurry, go!
It's too late, they've seen us.
I don't believe this is happening to me.
The whole arrest sequence is revealed at the end to be Frasier imagining the worst-case scenario before deciding what to do. He's sitting in his car, in the rain, looking at the woman on the curb, and running through the entire disaster in his head.
What happened? A prostitute?
Please, I told you on the phone, I didn't know she was a prostitute.
Once the daydream finishes, he pulls over to help her, and it turns out she's just a neighbor. No arrest, no newspaper headline, no jail.
So, where can I take you?
Same place you're going.
Dear God. You're...
Or Hilton. I live in your building.
The larger point of the episode, that Frasier almost let a worst-case fantasy stop him from doing a kind thing, is the kind of subtle ethical message the show was always so good at. The salsa format reversal. Season 5 ended with KACL switching to an all-salsa music format, so 6 picks up with Frasier, Roz, Bulldog, Gil, and Noel all out of work.
This is your money to do with as you see fit.
In Roz alone, the salsa experiment finally collapses. KACL admits the new direction isn't working and rehires the whole crew. The plot of the episode is Frasier giving Roz money to tide her over and then immediately policing how she spends it.
Bad idea. If you loaned her that money, it's hers now, it's not yours, and it's none of your business what she does with it.
But underneath all the loan business, the episode allows the show to reset itself. The radio booth comes back online.
The board is reconsidered. They're changing formats. They're bringing us back.
Roz, that's fantastic.
KACL gets its full cast back. After half a season waiting for Frasier to get the microphone back, the series finally returns to one of its best-loved settings. The real-time bottle episode. Frasier proved what its main cast could do alone, with no guests and no plot to escape into, in Dinner Party.
No, Niles, I think I'm going to have a dinner party.
The episode runs in real time, takes place entirely in Frasier's apartment, and uses only the core cast. Every other character in the episode appears via telephone as Frasier and Niles try to plan their soiree.
Personally, I think the whole arrangement is a little...
Is that thing off the hook?
This is only the second time that Frasier tried to pull this trick. Season 2's Daphne's Room was the first attempt.
Nadia, you tell Mrs. Crane I want to speak to her, and don't take no for an answer.
2 episodes only out of more than 250, with only the main cast on screen.
Well then, Nadia, you tell her that Dr. Crane says please, 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 please.
Season 7's Engine is set. The finale of Season 6 is a 2-parter. Niles is single and miserable. Frasier is caught between Faye and Cassandra. But the actual reason the finale matters is a ring.
And who do I see buying an engagement ring but Donnie, as in Daphne and Donnie?
Donnie? Are you sure?
Yeah!
Martin sees Donnie buying an engagement ring for Daphne. He tells Frasier. Daphne overhears, and then Daphne has a psychic vision in which she rejects Donnie at the altar.
I was straightening up the living room when I had a sudden flash of a wedding ceremony for Donnie and me.
Niles, privately, encourages her to listen to the vision. And then, in true Frasier fashion, she gets engaged anyway.
God, it's beautiful. Oh, Donnie.
The whole Niles and Daphne arc that drives Seasons 7, 8, and the start of 9, the rooftop, the wedding, the runaway bride, all of it starts here. So Season 6 pulled the pin out of the biggest grenade in the show's history and rolled it gently into the next season. Which of these facts surprised you most? Drop it in the comments below. And as always,
I'm listening.